Greetings to you all. Welcome to Creative Writers. Pen crowns vision. Topic Education. May I now welcome Miss Amritha to recite all the poems.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Pen Crown's Vision or Creative Writers team. It's my pleasure to read all the creations of our Creative Writers team. And the topic is education. Let me begin my recitation by telling one of my favorite quotes on education. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education, said by Dr. Martin Luther King. Education is not the preparation for life. Education is life itself, said by John Dewey. Okay, let's start. Education, written by Mrs. J. Erill. Years of yearning for a prominent position brings out nothing but missions of mugging up. Hit the books, yeah, creaming cyclope. Leave the land like leave the parental foundation. Who cared not for teaching your finer feelings, but for your swelling scores in scintillating sciences, that their forefathers failed to emphasize the nuances overlooked by the age-old wisdom of those darlings, trained their younglings' hearts rather than brains, could tell the rain forthcoming, but didn't know how to film fellow human suffering. There's where the co-personages paint. Greater is our knowledge than those old fools in many things. We reach the skies and explore new abodes, to replace the dwindling sources here and lay new roads. The old age home, another of our accomplishments or laud and sins. Education, written by Mrs. T. Thamaraselvi. Education, the universal visa to enter any country with dignity. It's the healthy soul for the ascendant society, one and only source to attain the knowledge of sanity, significant guide for the individual's personality. It's a wonderful voyage of knowledge ocean. It's like a chisel of a sculptor for one's life promotion. It's the powerful media for faith and truth of dissemination. It's the great basement for a prosperous nation. Education, the dynamic weapon to vanquish ignorance and inefficacy. It's the most desirable element to achieve of life goals, the supremacy. It's like an immortal elixir for knowledge seeker of positivity. It ignites the flame of wisdom primarily. Education isn't like dumping the things in a vessel. Encourage the creativity of own to shine in the life missile. Education without values is total ruin of world, unbearable. Valueless education won't bring the peace to the earth where we dwell. Education, written by Mrs. Princeling Joan White. Learning outcomes are previously structured. Syllabus is often updated and improvised. Textbooks are designed by experts. Attractive infrastructure of premises. Alluring advertisement to increase admissions. Mushrooms of coaching centers and academics. Longing parents push their human robots to the direction wherever they had missed in the past. Tried to fill future by whatever they had lost. Successfully upgrades their brain while losing minds. desires of children, who bothers? Dreams of their future, who cares? Where are their wings? Who knows? Can you find coincidence between their career and studies? System struggles than even before. Data shows effective results. Education, written by Mrs. G. Sarala. Education is the process of wisdom, an acquisition of knowledge to stardom. Literal education campaigns brain to practice disciplinary change. Spiritual education controls mind as horse blinkers to look only the deeds aligned. Practical education ascertains our heart, the do's and don'ts equipped as dart. Mom's education is the essence of soul, with the ingredients salt and pepper to the bowl. She feeds and educates empowering love, savoring the eternity of life, so I kneel to bow. Education, written by Mrs. Kalyani P. Orr. Education gives bright, deep vision to travel our life journey with self-confidence. The art of learning one thing deeply and perfectly to lead a happy life. It gives perfection and helps all human to shine and cross life easily, connects the world widely, helps to spread and gain knowledge, creates respect and love. Light spreads in the brain, activate ourselves to understand the situation better. Education, written by Mrs. Anuradha. A key to intelligence, to be chewed bit by bit until it is digested. More we intake, more we mature. Energy drink for ignorance, with all the vitamins and minerals, supplement to the personal development. Crown for everyone, we're different, matter of no sessions, better to be a part of it. Education, written by Mrs. Ramapriya. Education elevates us into transformation and inspires in acquiring information. It reforms our attitudes as our monograph and make our signature as autograph. It guides us everywhere with awareness, shows the way to remove darkness. A level of creativity shines with education as it enlightens our destination. Education, written by Mr. Apurv Devgan. Education is the only friend which stands by you till the end. It opens the closed doors. It teaches to learn more. Good education teaches to strive day and night and never to stop. Yes, education opens the path to the top. Good education can never be free. You pay money or your efforts, you pay the fees. Be always thankful to the person who educates you. Salute your teachers when your dreams come true. Education, written by Mr. Dr. Lazenraj. Execute the life by education. Decide the future by it. Ultimate goal to be achieved by. Cold in it, make one bold. Attract the world with knowledge. Tactics can be achieved by practice. Interact the world by knowledge. Overall, life is based on that. Nation builder is nothing but education. Education, written by Mrs. Alice P. Education, an amazing blessing, saving illiteracy, a cursing monster of chaos and riots from the illiterates' broods. Divine intervention it provides, helping ignorant who drowns. amidst conflicts and disasters, uplifts peaceful life, enriches knowledge and valor, enhances effectiveness and armor, proud to be educated and honored, glad to be among learned leaders. Education, written by Miss Tanya Gopinath. Oh, education, we need you in every household. You become one of our basics. You give us great knowledge. You are the pillar of our kingdom. You make people from rags to riches. You decide the fate of a generation. Getting rid of our ignorance, you enlighten us. Those who ignore knowledge are losers. Education, written by Mrs. Sumati. Education makes us shine, guides us in taking a decision, brings us to a conclusion when we are in a confusion. Education is the most powerful tool that breeds confidence as a jewel, which in turn breeds hope as a tool, obviously ends in a peaceful soul. Education is a commitment to excellence, lessens the challenges and convinces, enhances personal growth and intelligence. That is the key to success with an elegance. George Washington Carver said, education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom. Education, written by Mrs. S. Lakshmi. Education is the most valuable tool. It imparts knowledge to an individual. It helps in the achievement of all. That leads a man to become successful. Education opens the portal for opportunity and upgrades our personality. It molds us mentally and intellectually, also helps one to grow gradually. Education helps in innovation and enlightenment. It plays a vital role in medicine and war equipment. It's an essential tool that eliminates unemployment and paves way for the economic development. Education increases the self-confidence of a person. It is important for both men and women. It cultivates the character of the person, also plays a vital role in the progress of the nation. Education, written by Mrs. R. Gayatri. Education is a learning experience, starts at the cradle, stops at the graveyard. It cleanses the mind, it enlightens the life. Every day takes to the heights, reach the goal of life, enhances the dignity of an individual, ensures the potential within. It lights the life to shine bright always. It's a wholesome experience, makes one a noble person. Education, written by Mrs. S. Shyamala. He is well educated. She received education in a reputed institution. These sort of statements we often hear from the people far and near. Education isn't obtained from schools alone. It's a learning through experience. It can be at the classrooms or from the people we meet. It starts from our birth and ends at death. We learn a lot from our own experiences and also from the experiences of the ones around. Education makes us live morally, creatively, and productively. Educating the mind and heart makes us good human. Education modifies one's behavior. Without education, our life is incomplete. Education, written by Miss K. Amritha. Education is a lifelong process, starts from birth, follows up to death. Education gives wings to fly for women, gives not only knowledge but also respect. Still, children around the world have a thirst to education and struggling for it, while some children don't even like to go to school. Thousands of people struggled to get education to women. The more you are educated, the more you can fly. Education is an ocean, still all are floating into it. There is a saying, art is long, life is short. Indeed, life is too short to learn all the good things in the world. Education, written by Mrs. C. Deepa. Education, it's a soul of experience. We learn from every action. Some teach us good and some bad, but we learned a lesson. Education, written by Mrs. R. Illiteracy. Education is the process of acquiring knowledge, empowers us to face challenges and to manage. It makes a person to learn many skills, helps to suppress the social evils. Education strengthens the society. It improves one's mental capacity and personality, leads to the discovery of multi-innovation in medicine and technology, an essential tool to eliminate unemployment and poverty. The Right to Education Act insists compulsory education. It aids the students to make better decisions. It plays a significant role in molding culture and ethics. Ultimately, education is the doorway to success. Education, written by Mrs. Jayanti. Education is the builder of a nation. We can't get anything without the relation. As a path of prosperity reveals a sound security. Education, as an adventurer of knowledge, makes us to fly in the sky of knowledge. Education, as a best driver, helps to cross the speed breaker of ignorance. Education, as a mother of all professions, guides us to procure all the possessions. Education, written by Mrs. Nitya K. Education, the mother of all. If I don't gain, would fall. A great asset to own. The treasure couldn't be stolen. Though I lose my costly ornaments, won't lose the precious jewel. She is a pride for all, particularly girls stand alone. She makes us independent. With her, I feel confident. She is my soulmate. She is immortal. None would hate. Education, written by Mrs. U. Maragadam. Education, this single word has an innumerable definitions. Simply said, gaining knowledge, acquisition of skill, process of being educated in educational institutions, preparing and qualifying the individuals to gain economy. More and more views on education, but the grassroots of educare is desirable modification of behavior. Yes, and that means the real education. Education, written by Mrs. Sabina Salam. For the unseen tomorrow's world population, start today all the preparation. Education leads to different profession, giving a sense of direction. Different occasions and occupations solve many complications. A nation develops through education. It's everyone's expectation. Indeed, education is the passport to the future. Education, written by Mrs. Deepa B. Nature educates us freely. Parents instruct without any cost. Then why we boast when it reaches us ideally? Education is not just a prediction of future to apply. It also shapes his inner being as an individual in his family and society calmly. As caterpillar reforms into a charming butterfly, human beings lead an ethical life by a good education. When it's properly given in his elementary stage, with reverence, he follows without any change, mixed with dedication, but without hesitation. Education, written by Miss S. Sahaya Samita. Education is essential to each and everybody. It teaches us how to live. Even though we had learned from our ancestors, education created the number of scientists and geniuses, also built good human beings. Education gives knowledge and brings us to success. Without the help of our education, we can't build any.
Thank you, Amritha. It was a fantastic recitation with stress and pause and well introduced. Thank you, dear creative writers, for your awesome penning. Continue to write.